You're driving me crazy!
What was that? Minecraft Java Edition. Doggy doo doo. Bedrock better. Hard to download mods.
That's not curse words.
It's so easy. No, it's not.
You have to eat a fucking finger to play
Enough
multiplayer?
said.
Hello everybody, welcome to podcast. We don't have a name for this, but it's about gaming. It's about nerd stuff. It's about geek stuff. It's about
Cool stuff.
cool stuff. It's just about cool stuff. So if you guys are cool, you guys aren't like uncool. You guys should totally like watch this podcast. So I think that we should introduce ourselves. So I am Anyone for Gaming, aka August Pause. This is my friend, my good friend. Gridlock?
Gridlock 12 or
Gridlock
Gavin.
or Gavin. And today we figured for the good first episode is we will rank every single, and I'm talking about every single game we have ever played since the day we came out the womb. Okay? On a tier list.
I mean, I'm not sure we were that thorough, but we did our best.
Yeah, we did our best. We did our best. And we got a lot of games here. So this is going to be probably, I'm assuming, split up into multiple parts, seeing as it's 296 games, I think. Anyway, some of the games he knows, some of the games I know, some of the games we both know, some of the games one of us knows, better or worse. We're gonna put like a title of the game on screen when we're ranking it, and then I'm gonna include time tags if you just want to see, like, I don't know, what we think of like Halo or whatever. You can just skip to that. Links in the description below. Also, the name of the game. If it's red, it means that we don't really know it that well. If it's yellow, kind of know it. If it's green, we know it very well. Almost completionist. Anyway, starting off with TerraTech. Now, I don't know anything. This guy knows it's like a crafting game or something, but he knows more than I do.
Yes, this is actually the first game I ever owned and played on Steam. So,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
so it's a very, very, well, not very nostalgic, but kind of nostalgic game. And I think it's a really great game. It's an open world vehicle building combat game where you start off with basically nothing and you have to build a bigger and better vehicle with better weapons, and you can build like factories to craft weapons and stuff. And I think it's overall a really good game. I put it. We should probably explain what the tiers are.
Oh. Okay. Yes, we should do that. So the tiers are Untitled Goose Game Multiplayer, and the reason we have that is because it's very frustrating starting other games multiplayer. But we got together and played Untitled Goose Game, and the multiplayer was so easy to get connected. Like, it's amazingly easy.
Yeah.
Like, you just press a button. Like, that easy. There's no invites or fucking logins and all that crazy shit. It's just button. Then we have Amazing. It's amazing. A great game. It's not the best. It's not as good as Untitled Goose Game Multiplayer, but it's amazing. Average we have. And average is just average. It's just like...
Probably most games are going to end up being there.
Yeah, it's like... Okay. Yeah. Then we have Not Bad, Not Good, Just Okay. Just like, alright. Then we have Doggy Doo-Doo, which is Doggy Doo-Doo. It's not good. Nobody likes Doggy Doo-Doo. It's stinky. I think Cow Poop is pretty good. So I think if I had like Cow Poop, I'd put it like average maybe. But dog poop is like not. No, we don't like dog poop. Elden Ring multiplayer. You have to eat a fucking finger to play
Enough
multiplayer?
said.
Enough said. That is why it's the worst game. And we're not even ranking these games on the multiplayer. This is just how much I hate the Elden Ring multiplayer system. Anyway, back to TerraTech.
Yes, so I think I would put it in amazing. It is...
Amazing.
It's an amazing game.
Should play it. Is it multiplayer?
The multiplayer sucks. We don't talk about the multiplayer.
Okay. Okay. Deep Rock Galactic. So me and him have both played this game. He's definitely played more than I have. But yeah, I'll let you talk about this first and get my thoughts.
It's a 4-person co-op game where you are a team of dwarves who have to go into an uninhabited planet and collect resources while fighting off alien bugs that are trying to kill you. I think it's a really fun game. I've spent probably well over 100 hours playing it.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, you have like 300. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not that close. I don't think I have 300 hours on any game. But it is. I would maybe put it in Untitled Goose Game or Amazing. I don't know. I'll leave that honestly up to you.
I'm gonna put it in amazing for this reason. Is for me it gets pretty repetitive. I think it's a good game. I think it's cool. I think I like the idea of exploration, like going down in this like dungeon and like there's kind of some grindy aspects, but also some like survival aspects where you're combat and everything. So it's cool. It's fun. It's a fun game. It's a fun time with your friends. But at the end of the day, like really, to be fair, all games it gets repetitive.
Sure.
Or most games. And for me, I haven't picked it up in a while. I'd love to play it again. We just can't figure out the multiplayer, but or we had some problems with it. But great game. It's fun. I like it. I think it gets a little repetitive though. I would put it at amazing.
Okay.
I think it's pretty revolutionary for that genre of games. I don't know, just like kind of.
Yeah, I guess polygon-based destruction and stuff.
Yeah.
I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just realized I don't know what like genre it would really fall into. Probably like dungeon crawler, I guess. Maybe.
I could see that.
Maybe not. Dungeon crawler.
It's not really.
It's unique. It's I appreciate that.
Roguelite.
Mm-hmm. Roguelite. Yeah, I appreciate its uniqueness. I think. So that's why I put amazing. Stardew Valley. Have you played?
Yes, I've played a little bit, and I think it's going in not bad, not good, but just okay. Because I played a little bit, and it was kind of fun, but I've never felt the want or need to play it since then, so...
Yeah.
It's just...
I think so, too. I think it's just like, it doesn't give me that urge to come back to it, like other games have. It's just like... fine, pixel game. I'm not gonna put in doggy doo doo. I'm not gonna put in average. I'm just gonna put it not bad, not good, just okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just okay. Among Us, sus imposter. Okay, that's so fucking cringy. Cut. No, okay. Among Us. Well, this is big for 2020. Yeah. I played this a lot in the pandemic, and this was just most of my time was spent playing Among Us in quarantine and Minecraft mostly.
I've never actually played, but
it's good. I think this is a hot take. You guys probably haven't heard of this game. It's called Deducto, and I think it's better. I know, crazy. I just think I think like a game like that kind of works better with proximity chat and first person. And my biggest flaw with Among Us is the fact that it's not proximity. You can get mods, but
that makes it so much better.
It makes it so much better. And it's just kind of like, why isn't there proximity chat in the game already? Because it's such like a necessary component for that kind of game, in my opinion. And the fact that like you can only really chat between meetings, I don't know, it gets annoying. I also am just, I don't know, the cartoony thing, okay, but I prefer it to be first person. like other games have done, which I think are better, and they're actually just kind of rip-offs of Among Us, like Deducto and like Unfortunate Spacemen. I think those games do the style of game better, but Among Us, it's good. It had its time. It's past now. Among Us memes are still around, and that's about it. And
I think the game is better than the community. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, the game is better than the community. Community is really annoying. It had its time. So average. I'm gonna put an average.
I think it'd be a fun game to play if you're just playing with friends.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. It's like fun game to play with friends. Multiplayer it gets confusing. Because you know if you're in voice chats and everything. But yeah, it had its time. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go back to it. I'd only go back to it if I got a group of people to play. That's probably the only reason. Portal 2. You haven't played Portal 2. I really want you to.
I played a little bit of the multiplayer, but really not that much.
This game is really good. I think Portal 2 is underrated, which is really weird because it's Portal and it's like a famous game. But I think like people need to talk about this more as being a great game. Like I don't know. I just don't see I see it like people mention it and they're like, oh yeah, Portal, big game. But they're like, they don't really talk about how amazing it is, and that's what I'm here to do now. I think Portal 1 was good. I think Portal 2 is much better because the atmosphere it brings, it's just changed puzzle solving games. Like that whole mechanic, that was Portal 1, but that whole mechanic of like portals just changed everything. Basically, it's like a completely new way of puzzle games, so it made them unique. It's not just about like putting in codes on doors and finding clues. And the Portal games, it was like they made it about like this portal gun, and they made this weird story and atmosphere where it's like the cake is a lie, and then that became like in the community, and then people are like, what the hell does that mean? A cake is a lie. So there's a lot of questions there about the game and a lot of lore that surrounds it. Great game. I'm putting in amazing. I love Portal 2. I think Portal 1 did great things, and then Portal 2 made it better. Better atmosphere, better story. There's
a lot of games like that.
Yeah, it took everything that Portal 1 was good and then just improved it, made it even better, and then kind of made the bad stuff less. But I think Portal 2 was pretty revolutionary for puzzle games. Destiny 2. Have you played this?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the games I haven't played forever. I don't know. I think it was repetitive. I'm just gonna put it not bad. No, okay. Not good, just okay.
I don't really even know what Destiny 2 is supposed to be about.
It's like a sci-fi shooter.
Well, yeah, I kind of got that, but I don't know if it's like if it's like a shooter campaign or if it's like multiplayer or what the heck it is.
It's weird. It's like kind of like an MMO. It's like a massively multiplayer campaign. So everybody's playing the campaign, but it's not like an MMO campaign where it's like a bunch of side quests and everything. It's just one story, but everybody's playing it, and they're all at different planets in the camp. It's really weird. I don't know.
I understand why I was confused now.
What?
Because I am still confused.
It's like an MMO basically, kind of. It's okay. I've heard a lot of people have been really disliking the new add-ons, which are basically just different stories, kind of. I guess. I don't know why. I don't really care. I'm not a big Destiny player, so don't give hate if I'm ranking it low, because I just don't play the game a lot. So maybe it's the Untitled Goose Game. Maybe it's deserving of that title. I don't know, because I haven't played enough of it. Also, I was thinking this way, the right is the better end of this.
I'd rather not do that. That makes everything way too complicated.
So the left side?
No, that's the exact same thing. That's just flipped.
Well, I think we should do that because it makes it specific.
But I don't want to rate, especially not with having two people makes it even harder.
Okay.
Rating. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. How about this? We do. if we feel strongly about the game.
I'd say like saying stuff like put things in like top of amazing or bottom of amazing, but not like a specific place in the middle. I feel like it's
okay. Yeah, that's fair. I would put this at top. No, I don't really care about that. Portal, okay, well, you think...
That's why.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That's why it's getting complicated with two people.
So that's why you don't put it in the middle. I don't know. If we feel strongly about a game, I think we should put it on one side.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyway, a lot of games. Inside. If you played this game.
No, I've not.
This game is crazy. It's disturbing. So I didn't finish it because it's disturbing. But it's not like disturbing in the way it's like graphic. It's just such a fucking like dark atmosphere, and it's like, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just off. I don't like it. It's weird. I don't know. It's a puzzle game, but it's basically a horror game. I mean, it's like one of those games. It's like, the thing I hate is like when games are like middle, where it's like not quite a horror game, not quite like a puzzle game. I don't like games like that. I like when they're either just a horror game or just like a normal game, you know?
It's so annoying because like I hate horror games, but there's some games that are really good and it's just I can't play them because they're scary, and it's just like...
Yeah, it's like a scary atmosphere.
Yeah.
I don't like that, really. And a disturbing atmosphere. Scary atmosphere, whatever. Disturbing atmosphere. Yeah, scary atmosphere is still a little weird, but disturbing, unsettling atmosphere, I'm not really big into. And Inside definitely has that. And it does have some disturbing imagery, too, I will say. It's artistic, so I appreciate what it's doing, like, on an artistic level. It's also, the puzzles are really hard, so it's just like, it's an unsettling atmosphere, and all the puzzles are annoying. Average. Nah, below average. I'm gonna put it here. Not bad, not good, just okay. Scorn is the exact same thing, except for this game was, like, numbingly boring. Like, this game was so boring. I probably played an hour of it, so I can't say much of it, because I got bored within an hour. Like, what is happening? Like, this game is so boring. It has no plot. I sometimes I like games with no plot. Like Abzu, we're gonna talk about that later. Great game. Journey, great game. Scorn.
Total Actor Battle Simulator, great game.
What are you doing?
So I've never actually played Scorn, but I found out I saw this game pop up on like the Steam store. I found out that gore is evidently a tag on Steam, that you can tag games as gore.
Oh, right.
I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought that was something that would just show up under like the rating, like this is teen rated for gore. I didn't realize that you could tag games as gore.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, that's whatever. Doggy doo doo. You haven't played Thorn. Okay, so 30 Flights of Loving. Have you played this game?
No.
This game is 15 minutes long. So this is definitely one of the game jammy games I'm playing. I played it on my channel. There's video out. It's a very short video, obviously. It's 15 minutes long. It's good. It's 15 minutes long, it's like it's a cool game. It's like a spy kind of game, it's 15 minutes long. Which kind of drives me a little crazy because I don't like games when I think it's going to be a long game that I'm going to get invested in, and it's like, hey, it's credits. I'm like, what the fuck? Not bad, not good, just okay. I think definitively this is better than Inside.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Do whatever you want.
Because Inside is, I think on occasion, okay. Cool. Stray.
Untitled Goose Game multiplayer.
Yep.
No.
There's no. This game was amazing. This game, atmosphere, story, even though the story is not, it's not much of a big story. It's just amazing.
There is story. It's just you have to work to discover the story. You have to work.
Which I kind of like though, because I don't see that as a flaw, because it's like.
No, I definitely don't think so.
Yeah, because it's interesting. It's I think I like when games have that like wonder about them.
Yeah.
The ending was, honestly, I don't know what it is about it. I thought it was one of the best endings in gaming ever, which is weird because it's literally just a push a button and the door opens. And I just think that scene where the door's opening and it's just the light coming through, oh, it's great. Although I would have liked to see him reunite with his other cat friends.
I was really expecting that to happen.
I was really expecting that to happen, but I really liked that, climactic ending where it's the door opening. And
I honestly think that was a bit of an oversight that I didn't see the other cats.
what?
Because I just feel like it was an oversight, I don't think it was intentional. Because I can't see a reason why he wouldn't meet the other cats, but...
Yeah, I mean, maybe they wanted to do like a cliffhanger. I don't know.
Maybe.
Good game. Great game.
Yes.
I don't have much to say about it. I just think
And,
I had
I
a great
mean,
time playing it.
just being a cat.
Yeah.
It just does a great job
Yeah,
at
right.
doing cat things.
Doing cat things. The sliding. Maybe I should turn off the slide. The sliding is pretty bad. Nope.
Why did you think that would help?
I don't know. Maybe we can turn on the lamps here. Oh, there's no bulb in the lamp.
Well, this one does. This one's not plugged in.
Alright, well, you guys are gonna have to deal with the lighting, so. I don't know. Go some balls, viewers. Okay, that was mean. That was mean. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Aragami. The first one. Have you played the first Aragami?
I have not played the first one. I heard it was really good, though.
Yeah, I have. I didn't finish it, but it's pretty much just like the second one. I think the second one's better. I think the multiplayer's cooler. A lot of people apparently disagree. Don't know why. The first one?
I think a lot of people say that the first one had a better story, but
Yeah.
I can't say one or the other.
I don't know. I think Aragami 2 has a decent story. It's like kind of interesting.
I liked it.
Yeah, Aragami 1, I'd say average. Halo. I can talk on this a little bit, but he knows way more about Halo than I do.
I've not played very much Halo.
Really?
I played a bunch of Halo 2. The other Halos, I have not. So I can say Halo 2 was one of the games I played first. Like, one of the first games I played. When I was like 9 and probably shouldn't have been playing Halo 2. But, that being said, it's probably the most nostalgic game on the list for me.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously it's a very old game, but I still think it was a lot of fun. You get very lost. It took me, my brother, and my friend 3 months to beat the first level. Not because it was hard, but because we were lost.
Right.
3 people. Lost. For 3 months. I think there's a slight flaw there.
I agree. I played the first one, Halo. I don't know if it's just called Halo or whatever, but the first one, and
Isn't it like Halo Combat Evolved? Is that the first one?
yeah, Halo Combat Evolved. That's the one I played. I don't know. I don't think I finished it, but it's good, fun. I get lost so easily in this game. So I agree with Kevin. I think you get lost really easily in the game. It's like, it doesn't do a good job of telling you to go, and 2 people agree on that. So I think that is probably a common criticism.
I would put an average.
I would put an average too.
Another small problem I have, I don't know if this is a common thing, I just feel like the weapons aren't very satisfying to shoot. Like, when you hit an enemy, it doesn't feel like you hit an enemy.
Right, I agree. That's like something I was like thinking about, but I couldn't like figure out how to say it.
Yeah. It's
yes, I agree. I'm gonna just see if the time's still going there. Okay, everything's working nice. Sorry. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna put an average, I say.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's revolutionary gaming and it's a big game.
I'm pretty sure it was like one of the first games, it's kind of like a random thing, but it's like one of the first games that you could only have 2 weapons at a time.
Yeah.
Before that was just like you could carry however many weapons you want. So.
Right, that's cool. And then the
Interesting.
multiplayer scene was huge.
Yes. That is one thing. I wish more games had multiplayer campaigns. Why can't more games have multiplayer campaigns?
Yes, why can't more games have, like, also crossplay, too? You know?
Yeah.
Crossplay multiplayer campaigns.
That's true. But
I agree, yeah. Multiplayer campaigns, like, I think every game should, well, I don't know about every game, but a lot of games should have.
I feel like there's a lot of games that just say, like, oh, we can't figure out how to work into, like, the story, how, like, how to have, like, either one person or multiple people or whatever. Just to, if there's multiple people playing, just ignore the other people that are there. Yes, it creates a plot hole, but I would rather play with my friends than have no plot holes. Like, I can ignore that if I'm playing with my friends. Yeah, I understand there's no way to work around it, so... Like,
I think they're afraid of, like, the critics, like, the gaming snobs who are like, oh, well, this is not exactly correct in the plot.
Well, if you play single player, then the plot's fine, and that's, like... Yeah,
exactly.
Whatever, but...
Yeah. Okay, I know, can I just put it the best of average? Because I think Halo's better than Among Us. Right? I mean, there's some games where, you know... Not all the games, I agree, but I think some games, like... Halo over Among Us. Titanfall 2.
Untitled Goose Game multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Best shooter campaign ever.
It is amazing.
Wish it was multiplayer, like I was just saying.
I think it's like kind of like Halo better. I mean, it's not like Halo, but I mean it's like, you know, a futuristic shooter. Yeah. So I think like it's the opposite in Halo, and like the way of like when you kill enemies, it definitely feels like you got them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it feels so fucking sick.
I was gonna mention that when I was talking about Halo, is that Titanfall and Apex is basically the same as Titanfall, but, like, they do that well. Like, they do it so much better than Halo.
I think Siege does, too.
Siege does it really well.
Because I think it's... Because I feel like the reason Siege does it well is because it's, like, you get one kill and you're happy about it, so it's, like, you know... There's so little people, it's like exciting and it's multiplayer. But yeah, Titanfall. I haven't finished it because it won't. I'm like right at the end because it's a short campaign. I'm right at the end of it and I keep launching it and it just crashes. So
that is really annoying.
I know. Maybe I should get it on console. I think it was really cool and I love what they did. I don't know if this is towards the end actually, but it's like. The big war that happened, you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was so cool, because it's like, it made it more than just like a first-person shooter. You go in a room, you get the guy, get the other guy. It's like a big war, and I love when games do stuff like that, where it's like...
It is a lot of fun.
Massive scale things that happen. Like, you gotta think of how many components go into that, like, just from the animations and the different enemies that are in that. That war scene, that's actually where I am right now, I'm pretty sure. Like, towards the end of it. It is great. So, yeah. Untitled Goose Game multiplayer. I can't say if it's better than Stray or Titanfall because they're two different animals. Way different than each other.
Yes, Titans are definitely animals.
Yeah. Okay. Airborne Kingdom.
So this is it's a cool indie game. It's a, town builder. I've played it some. I think it's nice because the idea of the game is you are uniting a bunch of kingdoms to bring world peace, which is just a super nice, like, message and stuff, when most games are you shoot everyone and kill everyone, basically. Mm-hmm. And this game is, I think it's super cool with the way it is. The art style, I think, is the main point of this game. It looks amazing. It's super cool. You have like your kingdom kind of floating above the world, and then the whole world is like a map below you. Mm-hmm. It's not like actually modeled. I don't know. It looks really cool.
I've never played this, but I think that
yeah. Overall, city builders aren't my favorite type of game. I don't really dislike them, but they're not my favorite. So I'd probably put it in average, because it's nothing special, but it is a good game.
I like Roller Coaster Simulator. Planet Roller Coaster. That's a good game.
Um,
I don't have it on the tier list, but
could be random.
I guess it's not a city builder. It's a
Tycoon game.
yeah, I think I'm getting them mixed up, but Tycoon. All right, guys, welcome back to the tier list.
Oh god.
Today we don't need to do an introduction. This is just a cut. Okay, this is gonna be really weird.
that might get cut out.
No cutting out. Okay, Airborne Kingdom. Where you gonna put it?
Average, I think.
Fuck is. The Airborne Kingdom, right?
Yeah, average.
Average. Where? Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Bottom of average, right?
Why'd you have to make it?
I guess if you want to change it, let me know. I
I
don't know. Okay. Amnesia, Le Dark Descent.
What?
Amnesia, The Dark Descent.
Oh.
You know this game. This is actually Gavin's favorite game.
I have never played this game. I will never play this game. It doesn't matter
This
what
is
you
his
say. I will never play it.
Best game of all time. Yeah. So he doesn't like scary games. I don't really like scary games that much. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling, but it's so slow. You're like, this is the scariest game of all time, blah blah blah. I'm like almost done with it. I'm like, I've just been walking around a mansion with a candle for like 12 hours. I mean, it's a scary atmosphere, okay. But I just, to be honest with you, I don't want to sound like all big balls guy, but I just wasn't that scared, honestly. I thought it was a scary atmosphere. No, the crazy monster guy chasing you around is a little scary. But which I
It wasn't just that scary. You were just in a mansion alone at night. With a monster chasing you around while you had your candle.
I'm gonna put that in just okay. Apparently it's like revolutionary for horror games. I don't know. I think the reason it was is because it was the first game to do that, like monster chases you around kind of thing, and like, but make that really like realistic. So like he made a noise, you know, run towards you. It was the first game to do that. I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong. You can feel free to critique in the comments, I guess. I mean, I could be specific. I'm better than Destiny. Zardy's Maze. You know about Zardy's Maze?
Never heard of it.
It's like, kind of like Friday Night Funkin'. You know that game?
Yes.
Okay, it's not like it, but it's, why did I say like it? I'm using the wrong word. It's not like it. Apparently it's connected to it, I guess. I think so, in some way. I don't know. I'm not a really, big Friday Night Funkin' guy. In fact, I find the game kind of annoying for some reason.
I've never played it. I just know what it is. But
It's just a fucking dance game. I don't know. It's stupid.
apparently it's something of like, half the time you're not even the one controlling. It's just like the AI doing it, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why that would be enjoyable.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Zardy's Maze is a horror game. I made a video on it. Made me scream. Made me fall off my chair. So it's successful at being a horror game. Was it fun? Meh. I didn't beat it. Satisfactory. I've never played this game. Kind of want to, at the same time don't want to, but I'm gonna let him talk about this because he has played way more than this.
I've not played that much. So, Satisfactory is a really cool game. I think it's a really good game. I really enjoyed kind of the first part of it. But after that, it just gets way too complicated, and you just need to spend way too much time on the game. And also have, like, a master's degree in math. So
You know the game is not wrong. You can't do that.
yeah, I think it's a really, really good game that's just not my type of game.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of want to put it in amazing because I know it is an amazing game. But I'm going to put it in average because I've just never been able to get past, like, tier 1 and 2. Or, now I've gotten to tier 3 and 4, but, like, nothing past that. Once you get to oil, it's just, like, ridiculous, and fluids just get silly.
Right.
So
I'm gonna be honest with you. Knowing the games that I like, I might try it, but I don't know if I'd be that into it because I don't really like factory builders, and I'm skeptical about it. It's one of my games I'm skeptical
you
about.
probably should be. No, that is...
But if you know,
It's a good game. The developers are amazing. I honestly watch their like update videos for it, even though I don't play the game that much, because the videos are hilarious.
Didn't they do something? Is that the people who did the thing with Elon Musk's like?
Oh, with the
Check
Twitter
mark? Yeah,
check mark.
yeah.
Yes, that was very funny.
What did they do with that?
They did. You mean like they did a YouTube video on like joking about how they're gonna add a verified check mark to Satisfactory, and it's like super
Right.
cheap and stuff. But then you can like, and it's saying how you can have the verified check mark to show how you're better than all the other players, even though it's like $1. And then
True.
stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
So I put an
amazing?
average for me personally. I think overall it's an amazing game. For me, it's an average game.
So the question is, are we doing this tier list for general consensus, or are we doing it for ourselves? I'd say for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because, it's all the games we played.
So I'd say put an average, I guess top of average.
Top of average, huh?
I told you I was gonna say some games top or bottom, but no specifics.
Alright.
Because I think it goes in average with an asterisk. So
I think, yeah. Okay. Back for Blood. Have you played Back for Blood? Probably not.
No.
Have you played that? Okay. Fun time. It's a fun time. It's like, wow. I just realized how similar it is to Left 4 Dead. Oh my god, it even has like the same poster. It even has the Left 4 thing. Like, Left 4, the number 4, dead, and then it's back, the number 4, blood. And they're super similar. Like, really, really similar. And I've played
made by the same company or
maybe. Well, maybe. Yeah. Maybe they're connected. I don't know. Maybe they're. Back 4 Blood, it's fun. Again, gets repetitive. It's literally just shoot a bunch of zombies, go into a room, get better weapons, shoot more zombies. Go into a room, get better weapon, shoot more zombies. And then like occasionally get jump scared. So it's like not bad, not good, just okay. I don't have much to say on this because it's not really that kind of game where there's really much to say about it. It's just like you shoot zombies and then like it's fun. It's like fun if you're just kind of looking to like chill, just have fun time with friends. It's just like I don't play it really anymore though. Yeah.
Besiege, I believe. Yes, Besiege. Have you played Besiege?
No. It looks interesting.
Yeah, Besiege is a pretty cool game. It's a vehicle builder, like, destruction game.
Mm-hmm.
I played through it. I played the campaign. There's a lot of stuff you can do in the sandbox.
Mm.
Some people do insane games, or insane things in this game. I am not one of those people. I would say average. I had a lot of fun playing through the campaign. There's a lot of unique things you can do. And if you have the time and patience, you can do incredible things.
Right.
I don't have any patience, so I can do some incredibly average things.
That is relatable.
I can do some incredibly average things in this game. So, yeah. I'd say average.
Do we care about? We
No,
don't.
we don't
We
care.
don't care. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Elder Scrolls. It's the Elder Scrolls series. You know the Elder Scrolls series, obviously.
No, I don't. Well, I've heard.
You don't know the Elder Scrolls series?
I've heard of it. I don't really know what it is.
You don't know what Elder Scrolls? What? You good?
Like I've heard of it. Like I know.
Oh, like Skyrim, like. You know,
It just
Skyrim.
confuses me. Like I don't know. Like if someone had asked me
Oh my
if Elder
God.
Scrolls and Skyrim were they the same thing, I'd say no. They're two different things. Evidently, they're the same thing.
It's in a game series. Like it's like
Yes.
it's like the Halo series. It's like
Yeah.
Elder
Okay.
Scrolls
Yeah.
series.
That. Yeah.
so, but it's not like direct like continuations. To my understanding, they're just in the same universe, I guess. Which is weird that some games do that, where it's like I don't understand how this is connected, but they're all like fantasy, like not MMO, RPG games. Skyrim is like, one of the most famous games of all time, but it's like a first person. You know how Fallout is, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like Fallout, but like medieval. Kind of, it's the same thing. It's like there's some survival aspects, there's some first person aspects, third person. It really has everything. There's story. Oblivion is good. I like Skyrim better, obviously, because it's fucking Skyrim. But I think that like games like that. I think are really. I like open world games. I think that they really have to hook me because if I'm playing an open world game, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in it, right? So I think Oblivion didn't necessarily hook me that much. I thought it was cool. Medieval atmosphere. I probably put about like 20 hours, maybe less than 20 hours into it, so kind of. Interesting. Cool. I like cat people. They have cat people on it. He's gonna buy that now. Anyway. Good for what it is. Fallout New Vegas. We're gonna talk about that later. That is the open world game that hooked me. Managed to hook me for like nearly 100 hours. Anyway. Oblivion.
I love how, for us, or like, I played that game for like 100 hours, and that seems like a lot. And then there's people out there who have like 5,000 hours on one game. And it's like, yeah, this isn't even the game I played the most. And it's like, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, one of my friends has like I don't know, like 15,000 hours on Rust.
Good grief. 15,000?
Like 15,000 hours on Rust. And I've seen, you know what Spotify Wrapped is?
No.
It's like this thing where it gives you like what songs you'd listen to.
Oh,
of
that
the year.
thing, yes.
Yeah, and like there's some people who have like 300,000 or something crazy like that, and then people are like, you do realize it's like a third of like the entire hours that could possibly be spent in the year. Some people have. It's crazy. I have like, I don't know how many hours I have. I have a lot of hours listening to music, probably more than 50,000. I'll be willing. But I have Amazon Music because I guess I don't know, I'm weird, but yeah. So anyway, Oblivion. Average. Safe right there. What is Zeepkist?
It's pronounced Zeepkist?
Zeepkist.
Dutch.
I have zero clue on what this is, so this is all you. I haven't even looked at this game. I don't know what it is.
Zeepkist is a cool game. It's a soapbox racing game. So basically, it's, multiplayer. There is a single player adventure mode or whatever, but mostly multiplayer racing game. But the big thing is that the cars don't have any engines, soapbox. So it's just all like gravity powered. What's a soapbox car? It's a car that doesn't have an engine.
Like a Hot Wheels?
Close enough.
Wait, is that a real thing? Like,
Soapbox
soapbox car, like big Hot Wheels, basically. So somebody's pushing
I think
them?
no, they're like gravity powered. Like you go downhill.
Oh, okay. Okay. Continue.
Though I think most soapbox cars are smaller and like you don't
Right.
sit in them or whatever, but you race them.
Do you want the ball? Let me know.
Thanks. It's a really cool game. I've played it a decent amount. I haven't played it a ton. So I think it goes in average.
To be honest. Sounds cool.
It's fun because there's a lot of Dutch things in the game because it's made by a Dutch person. So
He just started still.
I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. Yes, I agree.
I just realized that's actually Swedish, but.
Oh, nice, nice. Maybe I should just piss off.
Yo, what's
people.
up, my Swedish? What's up, my Dutch viewers? I need to say this apology. Wow. Okay. Jesus, I'm fucking. Okay. Podcasting. It's hello. How are you, by the way? Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We both played this. I don't know who's played more.
I have not played this.
Oh, you haven't played this? Okay.
Oh, I think I.
It says
Downloaded
Warzone.
it. Yeah, I think I downloaded it. I have not played it yet. We should really get my brother to talk about this. It's basically all he plays.
Okay, maybe we can have a podcast episode with your brother as a special guest.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I like the shooting mechanics.
I think it's a good game. I've never actually personally played it, but I think it is.
Yeah, it's good.
It has like overwhelmingly negative reviews on Steam.
That's just trolls though.
Yeah, and I think the reason is just because it's such a popular game. And
Mhm.
people just like, oh, I'm going to give it a bad review because I want to be cool and give it a bad review. In reality, I think most people like it.
Yeah, it's like this AAA studio Activision going like, oh no! My game on Steam has negative.
Oh no, we have 700,000 negative reviews!
Oh.
No one likes our game! You have 700,000 reviews. That says something.
Yeah, exactly. So Warzone's fun. Multiplayer's fun. It's a fun game. That's about it. I don't know. I haven't really played the campaign, so I'm gonna say average.
Seems about right.
It's better than soapbox cars. We don't care. We don't care.
We don't care. Just
We don't.
Just leave. Just leave it. T, leave it.
Nah. Let's put it back. Yeah, we like soapbox car racing.
Leave it. Leave it, boy. Leave it.
I'm not a dog. City Skylines 2. Dude. This guy who was operating drones, he recommended me this game. Still haven't played it. Shout out to that guy.
Sorry.
It's not random. It's about the game. What are you talking about
Yeah.
random? You
It's
mean
not
random.
the most random. It's not as random as, like, I don't know, bringing up Roller Coaster Tycoon or something. But,
I like Roller Coaster Tycoon.
But, it's a good game. As I mentioned before with Airborne Kingdom, city building games are not the type of game I typically enjoy that much. I don't hate them. I think City Skylines 2 is one of the better, like, realistic city building games. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I put it in average. I think it's a good game all around. But it's not like there's nothing about it that's like super stands out.
So, what's the tallest building you can build? Like what's the limit on the tallest building?
I don't know.
Because I feel like if I was gonna do that, I just want to build the tallest building.
I don't know, but you can terraform in the game and you can go really high with that. So
Wait, what? You can terraform?
yeah.
This is a sci-fi game?
No, it's modern. You can terraform in real life.
What's terraform? What's that
It's like
again?
changing the landscape so it,
Oh! Is that what that is? Okay.
yeah.
I'm associating that with like terraforming a planet. Like
Yes. Okay, no, that's different.
So
Okay.
that's my misunderstanding. Where are you putting it? Amazing? Average?
Average probably.
Is it better? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Unfortunate Spacemen. Have you played this?
No, I think I know what it is.
I should play. I might actually play this game. I kind of want
It's
to.
on the Xbox Game Pass, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. Is it like relaxing?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's really hard to get like started. Like, it's very easy to just bankrupt your city. Though to be fair, if you bankrupt the city, they just give you an option to bail out, and then
Oh, that's good.
it just disables achievements. But who cares about that? So.
Right. Goodness. Unfortunate Spaceman. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's like Among Us, but it's first person. The graphics are pretty good for an indie game. Like pretty insane. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I sound like Jack Nicholson and everything. Proximity chat. Proximity chat. Aliens. Cool graphics.
Proximity chat.
Proximity. Proximity chat. Guns. Pretty sure blasters.
Proximity chat.
Proximity chat. Yeah, if it didn't have proximity chat, it would get a lower slot. Like, genuinely, that's how important it is to me in those kind of games.
It is. It makes it hilarious.
It does. It's so much better though. Cause then also like if you're the killer guy or whatever it's called, the imposter, you can like whisper to people too and make it like get in their head.
Like I think that person was they were acting weird.
Right. Yeah. So I like proximity chat. Me and him have played so many hours of Deducto, and we just have a lot of fun with that. It's very similar to that. It's like proximity chat. Anyway, Unfortunate Spaceman, I would say, for an indie game, it's amazing. Although it is kind of a ripoff, so it's getting average.
We'll say not a ripoff. It's inspired by.
Yeah, it is. It's like a Souls-like game. It's like Life of P or Pi or whatever. It's like that new game, or like Remnant 2, where it's like it's similar to the Souls games, but it's not like a direct ripoff. You know what I mean? So yeah that's exactly what we say.
I would have played that game, but it just looks a little bit scary and stuff. So.
It is a little scary. It's not like a horror game really. I wouldn't say it is. It's just like realistic. So it's like Among Us if it was realistic, which would be more scary.
That is fair.
The power goes out. You have flashlights, whatever. It's fun though. Average. Borderlands 2. Think I've played Borderlands 1. I don't know. If I have played Borderlands 1, I'm just ranking it the same because I didn't have that here. Borderlands 2 is very fun. I think me and you should play that actually. It's like RoboQuest actually, very similar. It's this kind of cartoony graphic sort of game. It's a shooter, fast pace, cartoony. There's something about, like, I can't exactly put my finger. I think it's the story maybe. There's just something about it where I'm just like, it could be better. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the story, because the story is a little confusing and sometimes it feels like too much or something. I don't know. It's kind of, have you seen the Mad Max movies? Like, have you heard of them? It's kind of like that sort of atmosphere where it's like crazy apocalypse, but it's in space. Fun game, fun for what it is, like a multiplayer shooter. It's a multiplayer shooter campaign. It's a multiplayer campaign, and that's actually the main mechanic of it. So
nice.
It's fun. It's like RoboQuest, basically. It's like a bunch of shooting. People are probably like, "What the hell is RoboQuest?"
We'll get to it. Don't worry.
We'll get to it. Yeah. Borderlands 2. Average. I feel like there's gonna be so much in average.
Well, it's average. Like.
Yeah, it really is. It's just all gonna be average. The Forest. It's survival. It's dumb, honestly. It's good. I had a fun time with it. But me and my friend just like used to just kind of like mess around with it. Like we didn't even do what we were supposed to do. I was like, dude, let's just actually go and try and beat the game and find the guy, and then we kind of did our other things. Yeah, most of it just consists of you hitting your friend with a stick or like running around and hitting things with sticks. So it's a survival game. It's horror, definitely horror. In fact, there's some moments where it's very scary because
there's no jump scares, but you do like get jump scared kind of. You know what I mean? Like there's be like this. They're naked cannibals too, which is terrifying already. Just like not even jump scaring you, but it's literally just naked cannibals with their schlong hanging out, just running at you from behind a tree at night, screaming. Ah! It's pretty scary. So yeah, and there's some crazy monsters in that. So it's fun, but I don't know if I want to go back to it because it's just like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's like Halo, you know, it doesn't really tell you what you're supposed to do. It's not at all like Halo in terms of the game. You get what I'm saying. Average. It's definitely at the bottom of average. Dark Souls. This is a very painful game for me, and
It's so called Dark Souls because
painful for everybody.
it will destroy your soul.
Yes. Yeah, it's very soul destroying. I think Elden Ring's. Elden Ring's. I'm gonna get to Elden Ring, but Elden Ring's weird because it's like I don't know which is harder. Because I've played a good amount of time with both of them. I think I've definitely played Elden Ring more, but the thing with Souls games is you can't really like rank them based on the difficulty because they all have their different like bosses and their different play style. It's really hard to just rank them on difficulty. So it's hard to say what the easiest and hardest Souls game is. I'm not doing that, but Dark Souls, in terms of a game and like quality, it's amazing. I mean, it created a whole new genre of Soulsborne, Souls-like games. Well, technically Demon Souls did, but Dark Souls, improved upon it. Bosses are crazy. The boss fights are always the highlights. They're so fun. But also, by the time you get to like your 60th attempt, it's not as fun.
And then 300 attempts after that. It's
right, right. I love the atmosphere. One thing about Souls games is they do have an unsettling kind of dark atmosphere, but they do it right. They do it really well because it's this cool like dark fantasy atmosphere they just fully embrace, and great game.
I feel like it's just kind of like you never really know what's going on. Like there's some stuff that just doesn't make sense.
Right, exactly.
And the game just doesn't really try to explain it.
Yeah, and I kind of like that in a way because it's like, it kind of creates a community too because it's like people are asking like, oh, I wonder what that meant, in the community. Dark Souls, I'll put it amazing. I mean, it's a pretty. Oh, that's an exclamation point. I thought it was an L. Dark Souls, amazing. I don't know.
Just put it in amazing. Just leave it in amazing.
Driving me crazy.
You're driving me crazy.
You're driving me crazy. Okay. What is that? Java edition? I did too because I'm quirky and I made Java and Bedrock.
Yeah, that's Java.
That's Java. Okay. Well, this is good. We're gonna. This is a big one.
We haven't even said the name of the game. I assume everyone knows what it is, but it's Minecraft.
Minecraft Java edition.
I feel like this has to go in Untitled Goose Game multiplayer. I feel like we just can't live with ourselves if we don't. And
But like Bedrock better though.
Java is so much better than Bedrock.
I know, but it's like, I don't know.
It doesn't have microtransactions. Nothing else matters if you have microtransactions.
That's true. Microtransactions are stupid, but like, I just like the way Bedrock plays better. I don't know.
But you have.
And multiplayer is so much easier on Bedrock.
It is. Okay.
You can just make a world and then just invite the person. It's like, it's almost, dare I say.
What was that?
Are you good? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Did that
no.
hurt? Oh,
You hit me with a pillow, I'm fine,
sorry.
but-
Yeah, I'm sorry. I felt like I had to. This is my duty.
Just normal things.
We had to take a air guitar break, so we're back. Minecraft Java Edition, doggy doo doo, Bedrock better. Okay, no, that's not true. I think Java is great. Java's great.
You can download mods. AKA
Mods
the
are
only
cool.
thing.
No,
that
but
makes
it's
Minecraft
so hard to download mods though.
That's not curse word. It's
Yes,
so
it is.
easy.
No, it's not. Because it's hard to do multiplayer too. Like you can't. It's so hard to do
Multiplayer is
multiplayer
hard.
mods.
Yes. Well, that depends on the mod. Some mods just make it really easy for whatever reason, and some make it really hard. So
Mods, I love mods. Mods are cool, but like it's so hard to get them. Maybe it's just because I'm slow. But do you want to put it somewhere?
I'm saying it goes in the top. I think we just rate the two Minecrafts together because they're close enough, but well, it's not moving.
No, I'm not slow.
What is going on?
Minecraft is revolutionary. It's a bot game, and it's a very popular bot game, and it's very nostalgic for me. But I have more nostalgia for Bedrock, which is technically console, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to watch Stampy play on his Xbox 360. That's nostalgia right there. You guys, you Stampy viewers, you know what I'm talking about. Wait, did you watch Stampy?
No.
Okay. You know they have Minecraft Lego, by the way? Anyway.
It's a Fortnite Lego.
Yeah, oh yeah, Fortnite Lego, my bad.
It's a survival game.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so random. Yeah, I guess Untitled Goose Game, or whatever.
I personally would put it amazing because I think Java has its problems with the multiplayer and with the modding. I enjoy the usage of modding, but it's so difficult.
It doesn't matter
could
how many
be
problems there are
easier.
with modding. It's better than no modding.
I guess so. And the multiplayer is overcomplicated. I also don't like. There's just little things too. Like I like in Bedrock how like you can hold down right click and then just like fly and place the blocks, but in Java you have to place every individual block.
There's little problems like that with both versions, honestly. So
It's true. Okay. Untitled Goose Game multiplayer for what it is. Yes. Donut Country. You played Donut Country?
No.
You would like the game.
I probably.
You're a hole, and you eat stuff as a whole. The stuff falls into you.
It's Hole.io.
Yes, it's
reimagined.
Hole.io, but like campaign. Very cute game. I finished it like in a day, I think. Very short, very fun game. Cute, average. Cute puzzle game. If you like cute puzzle games that are short, it's perfect. One of the Far games. I don't
Far
know.
Lone Sales.
Far Lone Sales. Take it away.
Well, Far Lone Sales and Far Changing Tides, very similar, are going to be ranked the same. They are really cool games. They're really nice atmospheric games. I love the like steampunky way they work, and like the vehicles, the locomotive and Lone Sails, and then the vessel in Changing Tides are super cool. And it's really cool. I don't want to do any spoilers, but the endings of the two games, if anyone has played them and knows the way that both the endings of the games work together, it is really cool.
Oh, I like that.
And overall, I think it goes in amazing. It is. It is my. I have the vessel from Changing Tides as my profile picture, on Discord. It is one of the coolest looking games I've ever played.
That's awesome. I should play it. Is it like so you're like in a ship or something, right? Like,
yeah.
or
Well, the
you
first
are
one
a
you're on.
ship?
It's the first one you're in. It's a land vehicle,
Okay.
and the second one is a boat.
And you're like constructing it or something? Like
Yeah. As you go along, you do get like upgrades to go along, but it's kind of like puzzle solving, and you run into like stuff that's in your way, and you have to like figure out how to get it out of your way.
Oh, that's cool. I
By
want to
like
play
solving
this.
puzzles, and then you'll
I'm
get
gonna play
upgrades for
this.
your thing, for your vehicle,
Yeah.
and slowly go along, and then you have to like manage your fuel and stuff. Though it's not too hard to manage fuel. It's not a very hard game.
Is it on Game Pass?
I don't know.
I might get that game.
Yeah,
It's like,
it should be cheap if it is if it's not. So
Is it kind of like that game? I think it's called like Borrow Commuter or something. It's like a game where you're like in a Submachine.
I've never heard of that game.
It's like Okay, I see. So that's cool. So do you like run around, make repairs in the ship or something?
Yes.
I see. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. I'm hooked. Far Cry 6, amazing graphics. Actually, I do want to stress this. I love what they did with the graphics. I nearly finished it. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Far Cry fan. I love all their games. They're amazing. Far Cry 6. It's alright. It's based in Cuba. Cool. I don't know. I would kind of want it, like, Cuba is, the thing that I love about the Far Cry games is they're just so, like, diverse landscapes, like Far Cry 4's and, like, the Himalayas. Far Cry 3's in this, like, tropical island. Far Cry 5's, like, in the country of, like, the American wilderness. And Far Cry 6 is, like, in Cuba. And it's like, okay. It looks interesting. It's just kind of like a city, and I feel like they could have done more with, like, the landscapes of the game, of, like, where it's based, because it's just kind of a small island. It's like a city in Cuba. It would have been cooler to see it in some place, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if they've done, like, a Japanese Far Cry, that'd be cool.
Scandinavia.
Scandinavia, that would be awesome. It's kind of like the Assassin's Creed, where it takes you to different lands and different things like that, but it's just modern. I think you should check out the Far Cry games. They're really good. Far Cry 6, good game. The graphics are amazing. I think, in terms of realism, it looks really realistic. It looks like you're there. It doesn't capture me as much as, like, the other games do from a story perspective, because this one's a little more complicated and, like, kind of political and whatever, but the other ones are just kind of, like, fun, and, like, there's this just, like, awesome villain that you gotta take back the island. This is a little more complicated. I don't know if I really like that, because I kind of like when Far Cry was more simple. It's just like, you know, there's Vaz, he's this crazy guy on the island. You gotta take over the island, you gotta kill Vaz, you know, do these things. It's just kind of like awesome. In this, you know. So Far Cry 6 is average. It's about as average as it can get. Right there. Forza Motorsport. I have played other Forza games, but I don't know if I've played Motorsport, so I'll let you talk on that.
I mean, I think it's basically the same as all the other Forza games.
Yeah.
I think most of the Forza games are cool. I think for a racing game, it's good. But racing games, I just feel like aren't amazing games. Like, they can kind of just get repetitive. Especially Forza is all just like lap races. Or Motorsport at least. And it just kind of gets annoying.
Is it open road?
No. It's not. But it's like, there's another Forza that was, is that Forza Horizon? I think is what it's called?
No.
Yeah. But Motorsport, I had a lot of fun playing it. I think it's average. I mean, like, the cars are cool and everything.
Yeah.
It's fun building up a collection of all these cool cars.
Right.
But it's just nothing special.
Just like a racing game.
Yeah.
Where do you put it?
Average.
Average.
I also like really suck at racing games. Like, I
Me too.
suck
Me
at
too,
racing
dude. Welcome to the club. I just run, like, right into a tree. Like, it's like, start the race. Boom. My car explodes. Especially in GTA. Like, I see people drifting corners and stuff. I'm just like, okay, back up against the building. Watch out for the pedestrians. Slowly turn. It's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing GTA like that, but you know. Yeah. Forza Horizon 4 is actually good. You might like that better because it's open world.
Yeah.
So it's a whole city and landscape, beautiful, that you can just drive around and there's little race like sections and you can do it with friends. I thought Forza Horizon 4 was really fun. I would put that in amazing. Okay, can I please I'm gonna put this like on the higher end of average, because it's like, you know, it's better than it's average, but it's a good end of average.
Yeah.
I won't put it above Satisfactory, and I won't put it above Halo, and I'll put it above. It's cool. I think for a racing game, it's really cool. But yeah, I don't really like when driving games are just like you go around a track. For Horizon 4, I like the open world aspect, definitely. And the graphics are great. It feels like you're even driving. You kind of feel badass. Generation Zero, I've also played this game, but you might not know that, but I know you do.
Yeah. I think it is a really cool game. I really enjoyed playing it. I would say it's an amazing category.
Okay.
I think I beat it. I think I actually broke the game. It was like the giant factory you're supposed to destroy at the end. It was like it's blowing up. You need to escape the factory. Anyhow, I escaped the factory, and like 3 hours later, it's still blowing up. So I don't know what happened, but I think it's an amazing game. I think it's super fun. The destruction mechanics are like kind of super detailed and stuff of like how you can destroy the robots and you can destroy different components that will affect their performance. And the guns are all super cool.
It's in like a European country, right?
It's in Sweden, yeah.
Sweden, yeah, like that's cool.
So have fun pronouncing all this stuff, but you know, I think it's an amazing game.
Good?
Yeah.
All I gotta say is bicycles. That's my selling point right there. Ghost of Tsushima. Wow. I don't know why I'm not finishing this game because it's amazing. Have you seen like clips of it or anything?
No, I've never heard of it.
Wow, it's cool. It's like if you are a samurai fan, like a samurai movie fan, or just a fan of being a samurai or Ronin, you know that kind of what was that picture or that kind of thing. Ghost of Tsushima. It's definitely your game. It's beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. The graphics, the landscape is amazing. My only criticism is it's open world, but it's not like I don't know if it accomplishes the open world very good. I think it's cool. It looks amazing. It plays amazing. Some of the combat mechanics are a little iffy, but from how it looks amazing. It blew me away from, you know, just like how much of it looks like Japanese samurai cinema. I love Japanese samurai cinema. Just finished watching the Musashi trilogy, Samurai 3 movies that nobody probably knows what I'm talking about. But, Ghost of Tsushima, amazing game. I haven't played that much of it, but so far it's really good. So I definitely want to get back to it. I haven't finished it yet, but great game so far. I would put it at average, just because of the open world mechanics, because there's not a lot of like side quests. It's just kind of like you wander around and you find like a camp of bandits or whatever and you take them out. Kind of like Far Cry, but I don't know. There's something that's not... It's not as good as it could be from a story perspective, plot perspective, exploration perspective. Graphic perspective, it's outstanding. And just like how it feels to play, it's outstanding.
Yeah.
Everything else, you know, it's okay. Story's pretty good. Story's good though. Like the main story's good. Anyway. Grounded. Okay. This guy hates this game. This is his least favorite game of all time.
Okay, yeah, so Grounded's my favorite game of all time. I love Grounded. Grounded is an amazing game. I'm gonna try not to sit here and talk for hours about it.
Please, this is a podcast.
Yeah, but I also don't want to do spoilers, so...
Okay. Oh, that's true.
It is an amazing survival game. It is so cool. It's so unique. Like you can kind of tell that like the developers care about the game, and they spend so much time doing like quality of life things for the game, that it is honestly just one of the best games to play, because everything is done to be so convenient. I feel like most games, there's just things that are kind of annoying, and Grounded just works really hard to fix those problems.
It's cool.
Good development. It is just a wonderful game.
I like it too.
I don't think I need to say what tier it goes in. I think you know what tier it goes in.
This is his favorite game of all
Yeah.
time. I think. Great. Like,
Yes.
is there any game that comes close? Oh, Titanfall.
Titanfall comes close, but
But that's your favorite, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I've played I don't know, like 10 hours of ground. He's played way more than I have, but I think it's cool. For survival games, it's impressive. Yeah. I like the idea of like you shrinking down your little guy.
The story is also really good.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least. I mean, it's not story. It's not like a story game, but
you gotta beat it.
It's like a. I guess I would say it's a story-focused survival game.
You should beat it.
I have not beaten it yet. It is. Yes,
yeah.
That is a problem. I need.
Wait, haven't you like memorized the entire wiki?
Almost.
That is amazing.
Well, I shouldn't say I haven't like memorized it, but.
Bioshock. Okay, this is like one of my favorite. It was like top 3 games for me. And Far Cry 3. So this is like my kind of Titanfall, where it's like tied with my favorite games. Kind of. Maybe below them. I don't know. Bioshock is an amazing game. This is a great game. It's I was just saying I don't like when it's like not quite horror, not quite a game, but this is exactly that, where it's like a really dark, unsettling atmosphere. But it's something about it that just kind of makes it like, I like it. I kind of like the atmosphere because it's like, so it's about like, Bioshock is a first-person shooter game. Survival horror, you could call it, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily call it horror. I'd call it like kind of creepy. It's based in like basically Atlantis. Like it's so fucking cool, the atmosphere and like the story of the game. Because take this. It's like the 1940s. You get trapped in Atlantis, but everybody is insane, and there's giant robots chasing you, and there's like, I don't know, like Ayn Rand's philosophy or something, and it's just such a crazy plot. Like me describing that sounds absolutely crazy, right?
Yes.
But they do it so well. Like it's a great game. The way how they're able to take such a crazy concept that, the elevator pitch would be crazy for that, but and what they're able to do with it, where they're able to make this deeply immersive game that's like really cool to play. It just feels cool to play, and like have this unique. It's one of the most unique games I've ever seen, especially for the time. It's made in 2007, which is crazy for a game like this. It's clearly not copying any other game or not trying. It's literally like it's unlike any other game I've seen except for I guess survival horror, but really unique, and I really appreciate that. As for the mechanics, really solid mechanics. You got magic too, so that's another thing I forgot to mention. So it's out there because it's like you got magic, so you can got a flame, and you got like a shotgun. So it takes like this mythology of like Atlantis and then turns it on its side and makes it like this horror thing that's like really cool, and it's like great game. And there's like deeper lore to it too, that I don't know about, but it's also like kind of historical in some ways, where it's like I don't know what it's trying to do, but with that I don't know. I didn't do deep dives into the plot, but it's something to do with like alternative history. Yeah, you know where this is going. I love this game. Played it. I should replay it. The ending is alright. I got the bad ending. There's 2 endings, and I got the bad ending, so I should really replay it and try and get the bad ending. Wonderful game. The lookers. Alright, I think we should end part 1. What time is it? Let me see. Just fuck around. Yeah, should we end part 1?
Yes.
Okay. So this is part 1 of the tier list. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna take a picture of this so we can save it. Excuse me. Okay.
You've now taken 3 pictures of it.
Thank you guys for watching. This is the first episode of the podcast. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you guys like. Leave a like if you guys want to. We don't really care. Subscribe, whatever, blah blah blah. We hope you have a good day. And this is our gaming tier list so far.
Peace.
Peace out, homies.